Hello everyone, welcome to the guys. This is Nikos, and today we're actually going to be talking about how I pay myself when I actually run my own limited company. I'm the director of the company. I've got one more employee, and I'm going to be going through the main figures really for us and how I've chosen to actually pay myself with the most tax efficient way. Now, just without, common sense says like this is no financial advice, okay? Um, Anything that you actually should be doing when it comes to tax, you should actually seek a professional's help. I've actually been doing that for the last 2 years. I've actually been using Awesome as my e-commerce specialist accountant, and I've been able to actually run through with them a lot of different scenarios and cases in order to help myself be more tax efficient, and also, of course, to help me moving from self-employed into a limited company. And now I'm a limited company that's also VAT registered. So yeah, they've been absolutely brilliant for us, and I've got the link below in the description for yourself, so you can get up to 100 quid off your first month with them. And what I'm going to go through today here is the main figures. Okay, so what are the main figures? The main figures are tax, and national insurance. Okay, so that's what we're going to go through here today. We're going to start straight away with the nice and simple one, okay, tax. So we've got the four different tax rates. So you got the personal one where you go up to 0%. You can earn up to 12,570 quid and not have any tax on that. Then the amount of tax you're going to be paying between 12,571 and 50,270 goes up to 20%. High rate 50,271 all the way up to 125,140, you get 40% tax, and additional is 125,140, that's 45% tax. Okay, so if you're earning 60,000, of course that means your amount is going to be split into 0, 20, and then some of it is going to be charged at the 40% tax rate. So that's the thing. First of all, we've got the tax. Second of all, we've got the dividend tax. Okay, so first of all, dividend tax has actually changed, and at the moment in time, it's only 1,000. You used to be able to actually get 2,000 tax free. So really, your amount suddenly became 14,000. But now we've got 13,570 really being our tax-free amount, because we're adding the 1,000 from the dividend. And then you've got your basic, your higher and additional rate. Okay, so dividend tax, you can actually give dividends if you've actually got a limited company, and in order for you to be able to give dividends, though, you need to have profits. You can only give dividends out if you've actually got profits. That's the only time you're allowed to actually give dividends out, and you can pay either yearly or you can do it every month. I do it every month basically for my business. So the basic rate, you've got 8.75. That is your basic rate really here for us. So all the way up to 50,000 and 50,270, you're paying 8.75% if you were paying yourself in dividends. Higher rate is 33.75. Again, it just follows exactly the same pattern as these here. These are the same figures for it. And very, very important for us too, with you having your limited company, is the fact that you're going to be paying corporation tax. Okay, you'll be paying corporation tax on a profit, not the turnover. Sadly, your turnover, you pay VAT on that, which is awful for us, but it is what it is. So you've got corporation tax of 19% for profits less than 50,000 per year. There's more thresholds, yeah, but let's be honest, if you're earning more than 50,000 profit per year, you're not going to be watching me in the garage. So I'm going to skip them. Next thing we've got national insurance. Okay, so we've got the lower earning threshold, which is 123 a week, or 523 a month, or 6,396 per year. That is for you to actually be able to get certain benefits. One of them is a state pension. Next thing, we've got the primary threshold for employees, 242 per week, 1,048 per month, or 12,470. So obviously what we've got here is we've got the same amount. So at that stage, you're actually starting to pay 10% national insurance on it, and 2% over 50,270. You've got the secondary threshold, which is the business. So the part is actually if you own a business, you also supposed to actually pay national insurance too. So I learned that the hard way, where I initially said I wanted to actually have this salary, and I was like, wow, why am I actually paying double national insurance? And that was the issue really for us. Straight away we were able to actually sort it and amend it on the payroll. Sorry, as I was saying, 175 per week. So if they're earning over 9,160 per year, you're supposed to actually pay employer's contribution of 13.8% above the secondary threshold. Okay, so no reduction for anything over 50,170. This amount, that 10%, has actually changed recently. It used to be 12%, now it's actually 10%. So really combine national insurance contributions for your business, business and employee, would be 23.8% at the moment in time. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to tidy up this board here, and I'm going to actually show you how I actually pay myself. But looking at this board here, what you're trying to actually get, you're trying to be tax efficient, you're trying to minimize the tax you can actually pay. So looking at it straight away, well, I want to be in this bracket here, okay? And is there any amount of money that I could actually add to that without incurring as big as tax? Well, yes, I could actually go on the basic rate here, 8.75 of dividends. And I'm going to show you exactly how I actually pay myself. And as mentioned, this is not financial decisions you should actually be taking without considering a professional. This is how I choose to pay myself. So let's have a look what it looks like. Right, so what we've done here is we've tidied up the board really. We've actually wrote how I actually get paid here in order to avoid any mistakes that I potentially could have actually made, because when it comes to numbers you need to be very, very on top with it really. Now, so first thing I actually do is I've chosen and I actually pay myself 1,047.50p per month. Reason being is because that gives me the total salary as here, 12,570. So therefore I receive a zero tax rate for that. The rest of it I get paid in dividend form. Now, the reason as to why I do that is because obviously that means that if I wanted to all the way up to the remaining 40 odd, whatever it would be, I'd get taxed at just 8.75% really for us for the dividends. Now, to know that with these dividends, you need to actually make sure that you do your own self-assessment, and you do it at the end of each fiscal year, financial year even, sorry, and you need to be declaring that for us. Now, the reasons as to why I've chosen to actually do this with myself is, first of all, it's below the primary threshold, so therefore I don't actually need to pay any employee national insurance. It is above the secondary threshold, so I do pay employer national insurance on it. Now, the secondary threshold is 9,100 per year, so obviously the difference between the amount I'm paying myself, the 12,000, and the 9,100 is 3,470. So now that, of course, will receive a national insurance contribution at the point of, as an employer, okay, my business, my company is actually paying 13.8%. So that amount is 478. Now, the thing is, because you've actually got a business, the 3,470 and the 478 are both, tax deductible, okay? They're both tax deductible at 19% for us, which is 750 quid. Now, the 750 quid, okay, so if you do the 750, take away the 478, what's the 478? What we had to actually pay for us, we're saving 272 quid by doing it that way. Now, obviously, if your company is actually over 50,000, therefore you're actually saving what, 25% it can be, then it's marginal between the big amounts really, the smaller amounts, so you could be saving even more money. But that's the way I've actually chosen to pay myself. Obviously a lot of people that are doing this might find a more tax efficient way of doing it, but myself, as my small business, that's how I've actually chosen to pay myself with it. And again, if you are looking for an accountant, and especially if you're actually involved in the e-commerce space, I've got the link below in the description for yourself, where you can join. Awesome, you can get up to 100 quid off the month with them. But if you enjoyed this video, if you can like, subscribe, that'd be amazing. Thank you so much for actually tuning in and actually watching this, staying till the end. And apologies if I've actually said the word actually more than 10 times. It's probably been 100, but yeah, it's there. Thanks so much for watching, everyone.